So today I wanted to talk a little bit about cash flow versus collateral and what matters more, right? I hear a lot of conversation when people talk a little bit about, well, the collateral is this or the cash flow is this. And so I want to talk to you a little bit today about what matters more. And so let's start with collateral, right? Collateral in essence is an asset that is pledged against the loan that shores up an opportunity or a deal from a lender's standpoint. Now, if something goes awry, the lender then can seize or take this piece of property or asset and sell it to make the bank whole. And so in essence, for secured loans, collateral is critical because the secured loan is made against the collateral. And the collateral could be a piece of real estate. It could be a piece of equipment. It could be stocks, bonds. It could be cash, CDs. It could be many things. And so collateral is very important when it comes to certain types of loans. Now, cash flow is also critical because cash flow, on the other hand, represents the business being able to consistently produce income that will cover the new proposed debt. And so typically lenders are looking to see through financial statements, through not personal, but profit and loss statements, tax returns and things of that nature. Is the company producing enough cash flow to be able to have the capacity to handle the new debt? That is very critical because oftentimes as entrepreneurs and small businesses, the debt that we want to acquire, we've got to ask ourselves, do I produce enough to cover the new proposed debt? And so in a lot of cases, this is critical from the standpoint of unsecured loans, lines of credit, things of that nature. And that way cash flow is king when it comes to that. And so this is something that is looked at when looking at startup businesses or businesses that don't have any collateral or there's nothing involved. So cash flow is going to be critical. And so in essence, cash flow versus collateral really depends on what situation you're in. What are you requesting when it comes to the new debt or the proposed debt? Different lenders have different takes on it. And so every case is different, but it's not a versus. Just depends on what works best for that situation. What I will encourage you to do is always make sure you have the appropriate cash flow to cover the proposed debt. Because when in doubt, cash flow is going to be king. And yes, you have collateral to shore up an opportunity or a deal, but banks don't want to be in a position where they're taking collateral. Banks are in the business to have fee income and interest income. They are not in the real estate business. And so look at it from that standpoint. Hopefully this has been helpful to help you gauge collateral versus cash flow, and helps guide you when you make your decisions either this year or next year as you go into lending. Again, I'm Corey Barber with Barber Companies, where we either prepare you or provide you with the business capital that you need. Thank you all so much for reaching out. Feel free to DM me. I'll again drop my link. That way you can have a conversation with me if I can be of any service. Let's have a wonderful week.